We're going to talk about one of my favorite things today, and that is your liver. I like to call it life. The ability to feel fully alive. I talk to a lot of people throughout the day and they're feeling sluggish. They got digestive issues. They're just not quite themselves. They've been trying to lose weight, but they've hit a wall. Their metabolism's slowing. They're aging quicker. They got more fine lines and wrinkles. They don't know what it is, but I can tell you the liver is one of the most important things to address and give it a little TLC. So over doing this for 15 years, FitLifeTV, starting a superfood company called Organifi, I've literally tried every detox and cleanse out there. Some of them work great. I do like the master cleanse. I like water fast, juice fast, dry fasting. I've done it all. I fasted for over 100 days, not all at once, but broken down a little fast, okay? I'm not the crazy guy. Well, maybe I am a little bit. But nonetheless, before you consider doing a fast, especially, like I said, a dry fast, or even water or juice, you have to understand what's going on inside your body with your liver and what could potentially harm your body. Anyone who says you can cleanse your liver in 3 days is full of shnikes. I'll dig into this at the end, so stay here. If you want to lose weight, you want to feel great, and you know you need to burn fat, here's the real issue. The liver is not a storage facility for toxins. Your fat is. Your liver's primary function is to detoxify chemicals, to help you live, to get these poisons out of your body. 80,000 new poisons enter our environment every single year. You got plastics, microplastics, 5G, glyphosate, all of this stuff that's just bombarding us, fragrances, perfumes, all these things. And we overlook it. When's the last time you put your hand on your liver and you said, "Hey liver, how you doing? What can I do for you today?" You probably haven't. I do that every morning. Not to say that I'm better than you, but I'm constantly checking in with my liver. I'm just teasing you. When you have an overworked liver from poor diet or processed sugary foods, and you have chronic high cortisol levels, you're consuming way too many things, like I had mentioned. One of the big things, glyphosate or alcohol, it stops working efficiently. So if your liver can't properly remove toxins, when you go to burn fat, or whether it's from fasting or exercise, all those toxins are literally going to recirculate in your body. So the analogy I like to use is this. Imagine you want to remove a house, right? That's your fat. You've built a house full of fat, and you're jumping into a fast or even an intense exercise, HIIT training. You hired a trainer, you're all gung-ho, you got your meals on check, everything else, but you want to lose 10 pounds in the next 2 months, which is what most people do. You know, bikini season's rolling around. Let's lose as much weight as possible. So we have the house, the fat house. We want to move it, so we hook up a wire around the foundation of the house. You hook it up to a 16-wheeler. That's your diet and everything you're doing to lose weight fast. We start trucking down the driveway, pedal to the metal, man. The wires on the house rips the house apart completely. What do you think's gonna happen? House might get removed, but it's gonna be laying there in a pile of a big old mess. This might be why you feel so terrible and you lose weight only to gain it back. You're gaining more weight, to lose weight again and get on this perpetual cycle over and over and over again. Also a whole host of medical complications and illnesses, autoimmune, all these other things that can pop up when you do it fast. So we need to break it down bit by bit in a way that's safe and sustainable. But don't worry, my friend. Mother Nature has provided us with powerful herbs and superfoods that can help reset your liver, restoring you to your optimal, functioning, superhuman self right here, right now. Here are my top 4 superfoods for your liver. Number 1, hands down, milk thistle, my friend. This is your liver's best friend. Milk thistle is a remarkable herb known for its liver protective properties. It contains silymarin, which is a compound. It's an antioxidant, it's antiviral, it's anti-inflammatory. And silymarin not only helps repair the liver that's damaged by cells, it helps regenerate new cells, which your liver's always doing. It supports healthy digestive function, it increases bile production, it helps break down fats, and enhances detoxification by boosting glutathione levels. Research has shown that milk thistle can significantly reduce liver inflammation with people that even have liver diseases. Number 2, and certainly not least, would be dandelion. Dandelion root has been used to support the liver for its health. It acts as a diuretic, so make sure you're well hydrated. You're drinking structured, shaman-blessed, crystal alkalized, or whatever water you fancy, and this is gonna help you flush your toxins out of your liver and kidneys anyway. Dandelion root stimulates bile production again. It aids in digestion and detoxification. It's rich in minerals. Sub dandelion root tea out for coffee every once in a while to improve your liver function. Number 3 would be, I would say, burdock. Burdock root is known for its ability to detoxify the blood. Liver's processing all the blood, so It's going to strengthen the liver. It's going to help your lymphatic system. It's going to help with lymphatic drainage, which most people have a problem with their lymphatic system today. It's crazy. You can skin brush, you can jump on a trampoline, you can do all kinds of stuff. And you can take burdock root to help with this. Protects the liver cells, and it reduces the fat buildup. So people aren't fat because they're eating too much or anything else. I believe it's because their livers have become compromised. Their insulin's popping left and right all day long. They don't know what to do, so they just see sugar, store sugar, see sugar, store sugar, and they don't have the metabolic ability with their liver to process it, because not only is it gunked up with the insulin spikes, it's gunked up with all the pollution and everything else that's around, the glyphosate that puts us into a state of fight or flight. You know what I'm talking about. Number 4 would be, I have these in the greenhouse right now, it would be artichoke leaf, the great regenerator. Artichoke leaf, it's such a beautiful flower too. If you've ever seen artichoke, like this stuff looks like it's from a different planet. It's excellent for protecting and regenerating cells. It's a prebiotic, helps with bile production, and it helps with digestion of fats and elimination of toxins with its antioxidant effects, helps with oxidative stress, improves liver enzymes as well. There was a point in my life where my liver enzymes were a little elevated, so taking artichoke definitely helped. The good news is, my friend, is if you've watched this video this long, we've put all 4 of these together in Organifi's Liver Reset, which will help you press out these toxins in a safe, bit-by-bit way, in a sustainable way. Because if it's not sustainable, why are we doing it in the first place, right? Back on my note, I talked about this earlier and I said I would circle back, but about fasts, cleanses, it's important not to hurt yourself. Rather than doing a 3-day cleanse, which is, I think, BS anyway, after doing tons of cleanses, I think there's a purpose for it. I still do them, but I think if I wanted to accelerate fat loss, if I wanted to feel better in this multidimensional body, I would literally start with my liver. I would do something likened to this. You don't have to buy my product, Organifi. This is not a sales video, but I would start taking better care of your liver. Most Americans have livers dirtier than a tire that's been road tripping across the United States. So if you're starting from scratch, which I know most of America is, this is what I do to completely cleanse my liver. Week 1, eliminate toxins. So like I talked about, sugar, glyphosate, processed foods, and I would make sure that my water is the best water I can get, alive, living water, not toxin-laden water, definitely not tap water, definitely not fluoridated water, all these things. I'd get plenty of sleep. I'd start to balance my cortisol levels. I'd incorporate green juice that my body can handle. I'd make sure I'm not mildly allergic to any of the greens with the oxalates and some of the other stuff that's out there. And I would flush my body out. And I think this would be week 1. I would start to incorporate more healing foods like turmeric, garlic, beets, moringa, really good olive oil. There's been a lot of research in regards to olive oil and aging more gracefully, so I would do that. And I wouldn't move on to week number 2 until I did that in week 1. And this is what I would do in week 2. I would add superfood herbs, like I mentioned in this video, the liver reset. So I would get the liver reset, I would add that in, I would start removing these toxins. And also this week, I would start to move my body, whether it's jumping on a trampoline, Pilates, yoga, going to the gym if you like lifting weights like I do. I would add in infrared sauna, not a high heat. I would start probably around 110 to 120. Again, I think people overdo the sauna, they overdo the cold plunge, they overdo all these extreme things. So slow and easy is gonna win the race. You're gonna be flushing out a lot of toxins. So obviously staying hydrated, taking chelation would be a go-to, having lots of electrolytes. I like to drink Organifi Glow when it comes to this. And once you've maintained everything from week 2, then you can move on to week 3. Week 3 is literally just a 3-day fast. Day 1 is a juice fast, so we're gonna flood our cells with all the micronutrients, aminos, enzymes. We're obviously gonna get organic veggies. We're gonna wash them with baking soda, maybe a little vinegar to pull off some of the particulates that may be on these things. When we're done with the fast, we could enjoy some savory bone broths, things that are loaded with minerals to break the fast. But it's just 3 days of juicing. Usually I would do 6 to 8 to 12 ounces of juice, depending on your size. You could also incorporate in day 2, if you want to, a little water fast to break up the juice if you want, or day 3, if you're feeling bold, you can do a dry fast. It is hard. Dry fasting is 3 times more effective than a water fast. So don't do any strenuous exercise, nothing like that. They're not for everybody. Dry fasts are insanely hard. It's going to test you beyond probably most of the stuff that you've ever done. And they can also lead to serious medical issues. So I'm not advising you to do a dry fast. This is entertainment value only. I can only tell you what I've done. When you break your dry fast, I think bone broth is what I would do, or some type of light juice, something super simple. Even the simplest thing is gonna taste like you've never had food in your life. Do this from sun up to sundown, and after doing this the right way, over 3 days, you will feel like $1 billion. And now, after you've done it, you know you can do it again. And also you've created some sustainable habits that you can apply in your life. If you want intermittent fasting, changing your diet up, it's gonna be a lot easier for you. What you did in week 1 and week 2 is what I do every single day in my life. I avoid sugar, I avoid processed foods, I don't drink alcohol. I feel good, but if I miss a day, I'm also not beating myself up, because now you'll be able to see your thoughts much more clearly. You'll be able to be kinder to yourself. Your liver isn't gonna be angry or frustrated or a lot of these emotions maybe you're experiencing because you're just putting the wrong fuel in this body. Your liver is the seat of anger. It's the seat of many emotions that a lot of people are just stuck in. The lost land of Egypt, if we look at the anatomy of the body. And to come out of that, you're gonna be free. You're gonna feel good, and you're not gonna miss a beat. Your body's gonna be ready to maybe take your life to the next level as far as exercising, all of that.